How's everyone? Hey, Carly. Good to see ya. Hey, Maria. It's so nice to see familiar names. Makes me feel so good. How's everyone? Full of Popeyes. Nice. I've actually never eaten Popeyes. But it sounds good right now. I'm hungry. Hey, Penny. How's everyone's Thursday? I'm tired. The week dragged at first, and now it's kind of... I'm excited. Tomorrow's Friday already. Right? I know, Carly. I agree. Today was a slow day, too, at work, because the kids are all testing, so we have to, instead of having art class, go and sit with them while they're taking their tests in silence. So, oh my goodness, it just drags. You love Popeyes, but your husband hates it. Well, more for you, then. And I see those hearts over there on YouTube. Thank you, whoever is sending those. I'm trying to keep that chat showing. I was, it gets lost, so I want to make sure I'm talking to you guys, too. Oh, nice. Hey, Cindy. How's it going? It's out of town right now. I love being able to pick every night. Yeah, that is the only good thing when Ian goes away, because I miss Ian when he goes away for work, but I like being able to eat girl dinner every night. I think I've said it on here before, but he cooks like all the time, which is amazing. I'm so grateful. But he's a man, not a boy. He's a man, and he needs protein in every meal, meat. So, you know, I eat a lot of meat now, and I could survive on just like pasta and cheese. So when he's not here, I make my little snack meals, and I thrive. Then he comes home and nourishes me again. He's not away right now, but he won't be home till late. All right, well, we're reading through Ralph's 1904/1907 diary. He begins the diary for the first few months writing in 1904. Then he must maybe like put it down and stop for a while. Then he wrote a 1906 one that we read. And then in 1907, he picks this old one back up and starts writing. I don't know why. I don't know why there are gaps, but that's what we're dealing with. Originally, I thought it was just 1907 because he did... So this diary is a 1904 diary. That's how it's supposed to be printed. And he crossed it off and wrote 1907. So I thought the whole thing was a 1907 diary. I was wrong. It's partially one and the other. Let me open up back what we're looking for. Anything interesting you missed last week? Well, it's pretty cool that we figured out the beginning of this diary is actually 1904 because that picks up right where we left off from 1903. That was the year that they got married. Why is this not showing? So when they got married in December of 1903, we only got to read like a couple of weeks of them being married, and they were kind of just traveling around and weren't really living their daily life at that point. And then it just cut off, and I didn't think we had a 1904 diary. So it's pretty cool that we get to read what their life was like as newlyweds, as they kind of like settled back into life. So in the beginning of January, they're going to Chicago because that's where Ralph was working. He was working at the Armor Institute, if you remember, which is this building. And that job did not go well. So he ended up resigning from his position. It's unclear what his next move is going to be, but he's currently like figuring out his next move. So they have rented a room, and they've been going on a lot of walks in their new neighborhood, and Ralph's been like running around getting, I don't know if he's getting interviews or whatever, but he's like meeting with a lot of people about open positions. So we'll see soon what he chooses to do. And if they move back to Waterloo yet, or if they're still in Chicago. We'll see. Did he say he accepted a job? I forget. I think he's still looking. They ended up visiting back at Waterloo, though. We're only about halfway through January, so we'll just keep going. And yes, Carly, I thrive on snacks so hard. I made the best little charcuterie board. I went to Trader Joe's on Monday. I love going to Trader Joe's because you can get all those little extra special snacky foods. And I made a delicious charcuterie board. This is far too big-brained for me. It's not. It's actually really fun. It's like gossip, but from the early 1900s. Reading someone's diary. Okay, so I'm going to start reading January 16th. Got up at 7:30. Helped Georgia, that's his wife, with dishes. Read and talked till 10. Went downtown on L. So you guys will have to tell me. I'm only guessing this because I've seen Shameless. The L is the train, right? The elevated train. That's what it's called. It's funny because it seems like he's like just learning the lingo. He's written it as EL, and it looks like here he wrote E and then changed it to L and put it in quotations. So he's just trying to like get the slang of the area. What's this about? This is an old diary written by the guy that's up in the corner of my screen. That's Ralph. And basically we just read through old diaries together and try to figure out who wrote them and find descendants, hopefully, eventually, and return them to descendants. So we've had a few successful projects, and this is one. Yeah. Hey, Ralph. Ralph has been with us for a while. We've been reading Ralph's diaries for a while. And his wife, Georgia, too. So we have some pictures of him. I can show you more pictures of him if you're interested. Let's see. I got this nice document going. This is all on my website, too, if you're interested in reading more of his older diaries or learning more about him. We pretty much keep everything all in one place. So this is Ralph. This is the picture that is closest. Actually, these two are closest to what he looked like during the diary. This, I think both of them, or one of them was in 1903. I think this one, and this one might have been 1904. So he looks like a little boy, but he's like 22. And then in 1904, how old is he? 23? Yeah, because that's only 1 year later. And then this is a little bit later on when he grows his stash. Kind of like detective work, yes. And that's why I call my Patreon supporters the diary detectives. Because it does feel like that. There's a lot of sleuthing and putting pieces together, and it really does feel like you're solving a mystery when you finally figure out something about these people. It's a really great feeling. So it is like being a detective. This is him later on in life. He becomes the mayor of Waterloo, Iowa. So he's a pretty important dude. All right, here we go. So back here, got book at engineering. News. In something block. Is it Monadnock? There's a Mount Monadnock near me. That's why I feel like I can read it. Monadnock. What do you guys think? Monadnock block? Should I look that up? See if that exists in Chicago? Is he in Chicago right now, or is he in... Yeah, they're back in Chicago. Okay, hold on. Let me find my, let me open up my Google slide, or Google, Maps. No, still no Georgia photo. I don't know if we will ever get one at this point, but I never give up hope. Because we got the Todd one, the photo of him we got really late in the game, so I think it could still happen, but so far all of the leads have not led to a picture. They moved to Chicago because Ralph moved there right before they got married for a job. He worked at the Armor Institute of Chicago as a professor, and then he's still renting a room over there. Maybe he's trying to get a job over in Chicago now because, like, that job didn't work out. He resigned. So he's not working there anymore, but he's looking for work. And she went out there with him. So either they're, like, in between, or I don't know if they're going to settle. I think they're going to... Oh, he took a job at Champaign, right? Their University of Illinois Champaign. I think that's the job he just accepted. Hold on, sorry. That was loud. Or is it Champlain? Why can't I find it? Yeah, when was that? Oh, you know what? Was that in 1906, the one we just read? Now I'm all confused because that's later on. I think it's this diary. Yes. Okay, so that's later. Never mind. Scratch that. In 1904, I don't know what he's doing. But in 1906, he ends up working as a professor again. We did. We're back in time, which we haven't done that before. That was accidental. So happy accident, because it's right after they got married, but a little bit confusing. Okay, I was looking for Monadnock block. I don't know if I can find that. Can you look up like a block? Oh, Monadnock building? That doesnst say BLDG, right? I was thinking maybe he was abbreviating building. Monadnock Building is a 16-story skyscraper located 53 West Jackson Boulevard, South Loop. Why was it called that? But it could be like the block named after that building, like he knows the building's name. Let's look up in the newspaper. Oh, I found this guy, by the way. This was in last week's reading. Frank Foster. He was looking for Frank Foster for a job. So I'm going to look up Monadnock. I feel like since there's a Monadnock building, maybe this is correct. It does say Monadnock 1904. I guess I could make it longer than that, but let's see. Yeah, okay. Monadnock Block. So that's a place. Very desirable office space. Every convenience. 1532 Monadnock Block. Okay, so that's what he's talking about. And then saw E something. R-O-E-A. This is probably a first initial. Oh no, you're right. I think it's Eddie. Yes. Silly me. I'm thinking he usually writes people's names with the first initial and last name, but that is totally Eddie. Thank you, Carly. At NT Bank. That's Northern Trust Bank, which we should look up if we can find an old picture. Then went to Board of Trade. Board building till noon. Yes, that's why I love Rabbit Regalia said good eye. That's why I love being on live, because a lot of times I'm just like, and it's one of those things where when you look at a word and your brain tells you it says this thing, you like can't unsee it. But having so many different pairs of eyes on it, we can figure out a lot more. Rando on YouTube says, I'm glad my handwriting is nicer than that. It's actually not too bad for Ralph. We've read a lot of his diaries that, like, he just chicken scratch, you know? And then other times he's super, super neat with print. But this is, like, somewhere in between. It's not too bad. Okay, he went to the Board of Trade building till noon. Went to Lakota Cafe for lunch and walked. That's weird that he even said the word lunch, because he usually just calls it dinner. And walked around a while. went through public library and probably walked a while. And then about 1:30 went to the Art Institute and went through the building. It's just touring. Took State Street car for home at 4 and got home at 4:30. I went and got some things for supper and read a while before supper. These days seem so long. After supper, helped Georgia with dishes and read and talked till, and then he didn't put what time, and went to bed. Also wrote up diary. So meta. Okay. So the places I want to look up here. Yes, he helps with the dishes and he tells us every time he does. Let's look up a couple of these places that he's talking about. We could even, it would be cool, we could even like trace his little journey that day. Got up at 7:30, helped Georgia with dishes, read and talked till 10, went downtown on the L. So his house, I had it pinned. This is where he lives right now. The building is not there anymore, but that's where his house was in Chicago, his room that he's renting. So he went downtown, got book at Engineering News in Monadnock Block. So Monadnock Block, would that be the Monadnock building? Monadnock Block, 804 Monadnock. Probably, right? Let's see where that is. I had it on somewhere. This is the Monadnock building. Let's see if it has block. The land on which the block will stand has been acquired piecemeal. Yeah, I'm assuming that the building takes up like a large portion of the block. Wow. Tall building, geez. Okay, so yes, okay, awesome. 16 floors of the Monadnock block. So, this is the building that he went to. Why don't we just, might as well copy it now, stick it in here. And I usually put in the entries afterwards, but I put it in here so that we save the picture because I tend to lose them after I log off. And we're going to figure out where that was. Kearsarge, right? It said Monadnock and Kearsarge roads. Oh, and those are both, I wonder like why in Illinois those names are popping up together, because those are both mountains in New Hampshire also. Oh, that's interesting that the pin for Chicago is right at the Monadnock block. Monadnock building. Huh. It's like it knew. And it's still there. Okay, we're going to go on Street View. Check it out. Is that it? Yeah, look. Here it is. And this guy has no idea he's famous. That's cool. So he went in this building and bought a book. That is neat. Okay, I will pin this. I used to know how to. Hold on. Here. Pin. Monadnock. Okay. So Ralph went from here, home, to the Monadnock building. And then he saw Eddie at the Northern Trust Bank. So let's look up Northern Trust Bank. This is the second time he's been there too in the past couple of days. Northern Trust Bank in 1904 in Chicago. Let's see if we can find an address. Oh, they have multiple branches, I think. Well, okay, so we probably won't be able to figure out which one he went to. Well, if we really want to get into some sleuthing, we could, but it's going to take some time. Because we could find the Board of Trade building and then figure out which branch of the Northern Trust was nearest to that. Do we think that's worth the time, or do we think we should just keep reading? I'll definitely still look for the Board of Trade building anyways, but you guys let me know what you want to do. Board of Trade building. Keep going. Okay, I'm glad you like it. I like it too. Okay, this is the Board of Trade building. Let's try to find an old picture of it, because I really like to see it how Ralph saw it. Chicagology. Ooh, what a nice website. We're going to be spending some time here. This is the Board of Trade of the City of Chicago, 1885. Ooh, 1900. Cool. This is like the trading, I guess. And it's in 1900, so that's only a few years before Ralph was there. So I guess that's the building. I always try to link the website so I don't forget what I'm looking at. We're going to get rid of that. Let's see if it's the same building now, though, when I look it up. So let's go back to this. Wow, look at this building. I bet it's still there. It's too pretty. It's so fancy. It's 1887, 1883, 1890. Wow. Is that the building? Because that looks like the other one. Or it looks like a church. No, that's not it. This? I'm going to keep scrolling. It almost looks like doesn't this clock look the same? Maybe they just altered the building? I don't know. Oh, fear it will fall. Oh, it probably didn't last. Granite drops from the Board of Trade's leaning tower. Okay, I think maybe this is a new building. Taking down Board of Trade tower. Oh my God. It is the same building. Wait, I shouldn't say it before I'm sure. That would be so cool. Oh my God, I think it is. That explains why it's not the same shape anymore, but this is original Or this is part of like the original design, at least, this part. Oh, that's cool. And then they built up around it. So that's here. Right? Okay, hold on here. Which diary is this? This is from 1904 and also 1907. Later on, it'll be in 1907. He wrote in it halfway in 1904 and then also like finished it off in 1907. Okay, that's really cool. So we found the building and documented its change over the years, which is fun. Google the rebuild of the Chicago Trade Building. Here's a rabbit hole. The Chicago Board of Trade Building, a landmark in Chicago's history, is undergoing a major renovation and revitalization. Oh, right now. 1.4 million square feet. That's insane. It wants to transform the building into a modern, vibrant space that continues to honor its historic roots. Mixed-use development. I was reading this word. Carefully preserve and restore the building's iconic Art Deco design, including the main lobby and the historic trading floor. That is super cool. Context. This is an old diary that we're reading through, and we're finding all of the places that he's mentioning. How do I find the diaries? These diaries were donated to me by somebody who read an article about another project I did, and he reached out to me and offered them, so that's where these came from. But I've also gotten them on eBay before, and estate sales, places like that. I am on the hunt for our next diary project. All right, let's put the Chicago Trade Building in here. Do we have like an easy 141 West Jackson Boulevard? I think it's so cool that these old buildings are still there. A lot of the houses that we encounter, it's hit or miss if they're still there or not, but the older city buildings, a lot of them still are. I searched CTB then versus now. It was a cool rundown. Okay, I'll look at that. Here it is. Okay. So, oh no, I don't want street view. I want pin. What did he call it? Board of Trade. Okay. But for some reason, AI thinks now is the 1930s. Love that. Okay, so that's right near where he was. So he came from home. He came up to the Monadnock building and then went over to the Chicago Board of Trade. So I'm guessing whatever branch of the bank he came to was around over here. Okay, sorry. CBOT. I shall look that up. I don't think that's what I... Oh, it is. Oh my god, there's so many ads. I want pictures. Northern Trust Bank, yeah. Okay, so what is the best way to find this? I think maybe we can find like a list of the locations. Northern Trust Bank locations, Chicago, Northern Trust Building, or to the search that I just did, 1904. The Northern Trust Company. New bank building. Okay, if that's a new bank building in 1905, it's not there yet. So we can rule that one out. I think this is all about that one. Okay, so that's not it. Ooh, here we go. Cookies? The Northern Trust Company Bank. Northwest corner of LaSalle and Monroe Streets. Isn't that the one we just looked at, though? Or is it a different one? What year is this from? Oh, it's from 2018. No, I don't know. I'll look in the newspapers, yeah. Northern Trust Bank. See, how do I find, like... Oh, maybe here there's addresses. No. Northern Trust Company. Closest match to where he's at. I don't know how I could search that like that on newspapers. Okay, hold on. The Northern Trust Company Bank, southeast corner, LaSalle and Adams Street, Chicago. Okay, so this is in 1904, and it says LaSalle and Adams. So I'm going to look there and see if it's close. LaSalle Street and Adams. And West Adams Street. Was it West? Yeah, that's so close. That has to be it, right? Let's see if the building still looks the same. If it has the... Alright, what did it say? Where? Here. Southeast corner. That's funny. That's how Ralph writes it. Core. He's an engineer, so he lists where things are specifically with their cardinal directions. Okay, so we're facing north now. So southeast. That's southeast? No. Yes. If that's north. Southeast. So, does it say... Oh, look! Wait, LaSalle and Adams? Am I right? Does that say Northern Trust Bank anywhere? Oh, that's cool. It has the different street names on them, on the sides of the building. Could be this one, too. Trying... Oh, stupid bus. What are you? You look like a bank. Oh my god. There's a bank. Well, let me look at... Okay. The Northern Trust Company's bank building. LaSalle. Okay, so it's this one. Let's open it up in two different places. 1 and 2. I don't think it's that one. It's the one with the pillars. This one. Here he is. Okay. Oh, was I looking... I was somehow looking the wrong way. Okay, well, here they are. Imagine they're all banks. Yeah, there's so many banks. Okay. So it's the same building. It's taller. Looks like they built upwards. Wait. Hold on. It is the building, but it's a different view. Because those pillars are raised. That's odd. I see a lot of... It has lower brick front. Yes. I wonder, maybe they probably opened it up more when it was, yeah, this actually looks like the view we're looking at. And so they changed the columns and extended them all the way down and opened up the windows. I bet they couldn't make, maybe windows that were that wide on the base floor at first, and then they decided to open it up. Especially now that this is probably all stores and restaurants down here. And it looks like they changed this window too. I don't know. Unless I'm looking at the wrong side. There's also... This is a big building. I know, it looks like the columns are gone. But in the front there are columns that go all the way down to the ground. And not... I don't know if this is the front though. Oh, there's the elevated train. The L. Yeah, it's got that same kind of window. I'm sure over time the buildings change, you know, but... Oh, I can't go down there? Hello. It's so ugly underneath. Let's go back to the front. Oh, hold on. Yes, the question on YouTube, are we trying to recover the history? Yes. And then hopefully find descendants, which I've already found some descendants of his wife, Georgia. And I think we're going to try to give the diaries to her after we're done. Oh, another bank. What a great idea. Put all your banks in one place. Okay. Yeah, so that's the bank. Anyways, that took probably 15 minutes of our time, but we did find the bank he went to. And I'm going to pin it. No, it's national, not northern. Okay. Bryn says, this seems so cool. What are we doing? We are reading through an old diary. This is what it looks like. And right now, we're retracing Ralph, who's up in the corner, his steps throughout this day. He went to a lot of different places, so we're, like, figuring out where he went and, like, what order he went in, just for fun. So this is where he lived. He came up in the morning and went to the Monadnock building and bought a book there. And then he went to the bank, and then he went to the Chicago Board of Trade building. And now he's going to the Lakota Cafe. So we're going to look that up. Yes, he does seem to be writing more in this diary. He has more space, too. But it's kind of out of character for him to give us so much detail. Lakota Cafe in 1904. Delegates afterward had a banquet at the Lakota Cafe, LaSalle, and Washington Street. Okay, so that's easy. We're already at LaSalle Street. I wish the pins would stay as I zoom in. National Trust Bank is on LaSalle Street. Oh, one more thing. Let me just, like, you can view. I want to see all the layers. Everything. Okay, this is LaSalle Street. This is... What were we looking for? LaSalle and Washington. Too many tabs. LaSalle and Chicago Board of Trade building. West Madison. West Washington. That must be here. So it's at one of these corners. Probably not this one. Qdoba. what he was known for, why research him. Well, we just happened to have his diary. And he does become the mayor of Waterloo, which is pretty important, but that's not really why we're reading his diary. He just happened to be the mayor. I'm trying to find a picture of the Lakota Cafe. I always do that, Illinois. Cafe Lakota. Restaurant Wear Collectors Network. Okay. So here's some special dining wear from the Lakota Cafe. Or Cafe Lakota. Board of Trade restaurant. Okay, so there's gotta be... Oh. 2 locations in 1911. Okay, the restaurant was at the Chicago Stock Exchange as early as 1906, when it became embroiled in a lawsuit over its lease. But what about before 1906? Must have been the other one? It must be Jackson Boulevard in LaSalle. Where's Jackson Boulevard? Is this Jackson Boulevard? Yep. Okay, so this, I think, was in this building or in one of these buildings. So let's see. Dakota Cafe. Okay, but that's odd that it says it wasn't there till 1906, but in the newspaper from 1904 it's mentioning that. LaSalle and Washington Street. Yeah. So it was earlier than they thought. Where was that? I'll just look it up. LaSalle and... Okay. Put a pin there. Okay. Yes, I think that one of them said it was inside the Board of Trade building. But that one was the later one. Hold on, it said something. Yeah. The restaurant? Oh, no. The Chicago Stock Exchange. Is that the Board of Trade building? The same building? I was confused because it says 1906 here, but the diary is 1904. It's a different building. Okay, so then it must have been before at the it was at the Chicago Stock Exchange. It must have been. But then this says the Board of Trade. Anyways, this one is the one that we just found. So this must have been the previous location, and this one's the 1906 one? I don't know. But there's not 3 locations. Hey, Becky. All right, well, now, where did he go next? The public library. I'm guessing that's probably still the same. Oh, there's multiple. Probably this one. If that's the... Is it just the children's library, or is it that's just part of it? Whoa! A person! I didn't know I could go in the building. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I just want to look at the outside of the building. Someone who lives in Chicago. Is this the Chicago Public Library? Or is it just the Children's Library? Chicago Public Library, 1904. The first branch of the Chicago Public Library, Blackstone Branch, opened in 1904. That's the new one. The new one, yeah. Okay. So where were you? The Blackstone Branch. Where? 4904 South Lake Park Avenue. 4904. Wow, that's real far away. That seems too far. Definitely the building is still there. Was there another? In the 1900s, the primary Chicago library location was Central Library on Michigan Avenue. That is where he was. Okay. The Central Library served as the main library for almost a century. Okay, why did it say that the Blackstone one was the first? Oh, maybe it was like the first expansion branch. Let's see Central Library. The Harold Washington Library Center. That's what I'm looking at. When were you built? Completed in 1991. What? Oh. Hold on. It functionally replaced the city's 19th century Central Library, which is now the Chicago Cultural Center, opened in 1897. Okay, that's probably where he was. Where is that? Michigan Avenue, Millennium Park. Ooh, the Bean. Ooh, okay, this is way bigger than I was expecting. Now, Michigan Avenue. Let's follow that direction. Where? Got an address here? Okay, 78 East Washington Street. Between Washington and Randolph. Okay. So here? I think that's it. Oh wait, that's Michigan. Oh, here. Between Washington and Randolph. So here. Okay. Perfect. Ta-da! There's our building. Chicago Public Library. Nice. Pin. Ooh, look at the top of the building. That's really cool. Oh, when I was like moving around looking at buildings, I noticed that. Or maybe it wasn't that one. I don't know. I noticed some green on top of buildings. It looks like there's a lot of that though. That's cool. I like the big domes. Okay. Didn't he live on Michigan Avenue? Yes, but like way far down. Over here. So he went from home, he came up here, and he went to a bunch of different buildings around here. Let's see. Anything else? Walked around. Art Institute. He went to the Art Institute. Let's see. Was that in the same place as now? In 1904, the Art Institute was in its current location on the east side of Michigan Avenue at Adams Street. So, Michigan Avenue and Adams. Michigan Ave and Adams. One of these. Art Institute of Chicago. Here it is. Cool. So he just kind of was a little tourist. Meanwhile, Georgia is doing dishes. Yeah. Oh, it's right up the street. I mean, it seems like far, but maybe it's not so far. It's a long way to walk. But it's, yes, it's on the same street. Okay. So, and he took State Street car home. Is there... I don't know what State Street car is. Maybe that's like the train, or it could be like a trolley or something like that. If it's called the State Street car, it must go up and down State Street. We could look that up. Oh, like literally a streetcar? State Street car? State Street car. Chicago, 1904. Chicago Surface Lines, 1913. In Chicago in 1904, State Street was still experiencing transit transitions. While cable cars, okay. Cable car is what I was thinking. Becomes obsolete. Electric streetcars were gaining popularity and would eventually replace them. The first electric streetcar in Chicago actually began operating on State Street. So that must be it. And then by 1904, the city was transitioning from cable cars to electric streetcars. So who knows if he took a regular cable car or a streetcar. But that's what he's talking about. Cable car, 1904. Yeah, this is cool. This is one of the deepest dives we've taken into Ralph's diaries in a while. Chicago's forgotten cable cars. This is a great rabbit hole we've had. Various forms of transit in 1904 at State and Madison Streets. Okay, just take in the fact that he could be in this picture. Like, it's just insane to me. I wish I knew when this was taken. He could be in this picture. That is cool, though. Look, there's horses, different kinds of buggies and carriages. I don't know if that's the cable car or the electric one. We've got like a trolley or something here. Let's see if we can zoom in further if I paste it into here. That is a cool picture. Showing how things transitioned and changed over time, little by little, and they still had like lingering other... He could be on that train, that trolley. That could be him going, hello, stop the car. Whatever. He doesn't have a British accent, but you know. No, Georgia's not in this picture though. She's at home doing dishes. This is cool. People on the bus. So cool. This could be Ralph trying to catch his cable car. Gotta get home to Georgia. That could be Georgia and Ralph. It is. I feel like it is. Mystery couple. That's so cool. All right. Let's keep going. He's back home. Where's the little girl? I missed the little girl. Oh, yeah, look how fancy. The hats. Where's the little girl? Down, up. I want to find her to the right. Oh, here. Ah, she's so fancy. It's crazy to think each and every one of those people had whole lives and maybe diaries too. I know, it's kind of like insane when you start thinking about it. These people are no different than the people that we interact with every day. They're just born in a different time. But it's just, like, I can't even, sometimes I look and I can't even think of them as real people. I like, she stands out. White dress. So cool. I love watching the old videos that are colorized. Like, yeah, so extra back then, I know, their outfits. I like watching the videos that are colorized and they add sound to it of just people on the streets. I think the one that I watched was like the streets of New York. It's just so cool. Love the cobblestone roads and built-in tracks. We should go back to that. I hate traffic. Yeah, I know. So cool. Let's do something fun. This is at State and Madison Street. I love doing this. Let's find State and Madison Street. And it might not be facing the exact right way. We might have to turn it, but let's go to where these people were. Okay. So, what is a hallmark of this? Probably this building. We'll see if we can find something with this. Oop, I forgot I had it open in here. Can zoom in better. See if we can find this building that has some unique features. Do 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 do. It's here. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So now we position ourselves. I'm going to put this. How can I do this so that you can see both? I'll put this here, even though it's not as big. This here. Or should I do the opposite? Whatever. Either way. We are looking like... Ah! This. I mean, maybe I could zoom out a little bit. This is the view. That's so cool. These people are doing the same thing that these people were doing. Oh, sorry. You can't see how well it lines up because... Let me just move some things around. Hold on. There. And I'll move me. And I'll regret it. Oh, God. I'm not clicking on me. I'm clicking on something else. Hold on. I'll regret it because I'm going to have to, like, put everything back. There's way too many things to click on in this thing. Okay. You guys see it? Cool. I guess it is, like, zoomed in. I don't know how to get it perfect. It's kind of like... It's taken from up high, like someone in a building. That's probably why I can't get it to line up. But yeah, that's, like, this is where that track came through. There's still a bus lane. Oh my God, this is so cool. There's still a bus lane where the trolley used to go. Oh my god. I don't know why. This is like hitting me. It's so cool. This horse was here. Like where we are. Okay. So that's really fun. I feel like I should make a video about this. I gotta figure it out. How to like save this and remake it, because you guys were here for it. But I love making videos where I track down the old pictures where they, oh, thank you. What is SS? Subscribe? I like making videos of finding where old pictures are and comparing them to now. And I haven't, oh, screenshot, thank you. I'm like, what? I'm old. I did it with Ralph's college town. I don't know where those pictures are right now, but I like linked a lot of places that he went in that town to what it looks like now. But I haven't done it in a while. And this is like, oh, hold on. Sorry. This is revitalizing my screenshot them side by side. Okay, I shall do that. Ha-ha. Okay, now I gotta move everything back where it was. Hold on. You go down here. I go up here. And then I open this. Okay. I think that's pretty much where things were. Fun. That was cool. We literally only read one entry. I've been on here for an hour. But that's okay. Because we don't want this diary to end anyways. So the longer we take, the better. For Ralph, at least. My cat jumped so high when oh, I'm sorry. I try to avoid it happening. And I feel like even when I do make a point to move it around like this to make TikTok know that I am alive, it still does it. But that time I hadn't moved it, so that was my fault. It's like, it scares me too, so it must be loud for you guys. All right, well, let's make a goal to read at least a couple more entries, but I'm perfectly content. That was actually really fun. I feel like we don't get to do that a lot anymore. That's okay, Nikki. We just went on we only read one entry so far, so you haven't missed much, but we just went on like an adventure through 1904 Chicago, and we found first all the places that Ralph visited on that day. He went from his home, hold on, let me get rid of the street view thing. He went from his home up to the Monadnock building. He went to the bank. He went to the trade building. He went to a cafe. He went to the library. He went to the art institute. Then we found this old picture of the streetcar that he took, or like the area where the streetcar was. Hold on, let me just clean this up a little. This was the picture. Do I have it open still? It was here. Oh, here. So this picture, we ended up finding exactly where it is. Show house? I don't know what that means. Show his house? It's not standing anymore. We have the location because he gave us the address. And this is just in a room he's renting. He just rented it. So I don't think it's anything that he's going to stay in for very long. But I think there's other buildings around that look old. Like, obviously, the building where his home was does not look old enough. That's a new building. But these buildings look pretty old. So maybe these can give us a glimpse at what the building looked like where he rented his room. But it's not this exact building, I don't think. All right, we'll read a couple more. I'm honestly not bothered that we only read one because that was exciting. God, and someone said, who said it? I saw it, and then, yeah, Carly said, way better than grades in concrete. So true. I have to reopen the chat from YouTube. I'm sorry I let that go. Okay. Got up at 8. Helped Georgia. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. Went out and got the paper. Eddie came in and stayed about an hour. Went to post office. Came back. Shaved, not showered. And shaved and dressed up. The young generation could not read this. I don't know. Sydney, I love that. Your favorite show is on. That makes me feel so special. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, a lot of people, so they have stopped teaching cursive, and then I think we're kind of going back. I just think maybe it's not required anymore. I don't know, actually. Like, if my elementary students, I don't think they're learning cursive in their classrooms. It's sad. Yeah, Bryn's a new watcher. I love it. Really love new people joining our club. I come on every Thursday, so come back next Thursday at 6. I'll be here. And if you really, really like it, I have a Patreon group. You can see the names up on the top of my screen. Those are the people who subscribe to my Patreon, and they are diary detectives. That's what I call them. And we have a Discord channel and do like video chats, so we dive a lot deeper into different stories. Like, we have our own separate projects that we're doing too. And it's a fun little group. So if you really are enjoying it, join our group. Went to post office, came back, shaved and dressed up, and went to the Potomac Cafe for dinner. Came back and read a while. Yeah, Bryn said that's so cute. I love when people make little communities. It was a stumbled upon thing. I never would have, like, it was not something I set out to do, like, oh, I'm gonna make this group and we're gonna find old diary people and like return the diaries. It's crazy of what it's become over time, but it's technically your Friday, so seeing your stream is like, woo, it's the weekend. That's nice. I wish I had that feeling. Came back and read a while. And laid down and slept a while. Oh, he hasn't had hot lemonade in a while. I guess he's feeling better. After supper, read and went to bed at 8:30. Totally unrelated, but I have been playing a game that I never thought I'd like. I've been playing Legend of Zelda on the Switch. Breath of the Wild. Any of you play that? I am utterly obsessed with that game. And it's not something I thought that I would like. I always saw like Legend of Zelda and I was like, I don't like that kind of game. Like fantasy or, oh my god, guys. I can't stop playing it. Okay. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Is the story... Oh, he's going to give us a synopsis. Is the story of... This must be what he's reading. Of a... Is that C-O-N-O-I-T? What does that mean? Convict. Is it convict? I'm like thinking it's a French word. Convict. I also have never read or seen Les Mis, so... It shows. It's Jean Valjean who escapes. I guess I'm getting my synopsis, right? Oh my god, Nikki's been playing Fortnite. I love that. I have only played Fortnite like at other people's houses once or twice, and I haven't like learned how to play it. That's hilarious. I love it. They call it The Brick because it's such a big book. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I'll watch the movie. Who escapes after 19 years of imprisonment. Is he writing this synopsis himself, or is this like on the back of the book? He's copying it. 14 years of imprisonment for a trivial theft. Through kindness, he is induced to become an honest man. And as Mr. Madeline becomes mayor, he becomes the mayor. Oh my God, do you think Ralph read this book and was like, I'm gonna become a mayor someday? That's hilarious. Becomes the mayor of a town and quite wealthy due to an invention of his. At the height of his prosperity, he is discovered to be by his own. Oh, it continues, I think, by his own confession. I'm going to continue this, even though it's written on the next page. I think this is a continuation. Confession made to save a man. Wait. At the height of his prosperity, he is discovered to be... Hold on. At the height of his prosperity, he is discovered to be by his own confession made to save a man supposed to be himself. He is seized and thrown in prison again. Before going, he promised... He's really just given me the whole movie, the whole book. Before going, he promised a friendless woman on her deathbed at the time of his arrest that he will look after her daughter, who is in the hands of an innkeeper, and his wife in an something adjoining town. Okay, do we have a continuation here? What? Do you think he wrote this on the day, like on the 19th, or is he just writing? I don't understand. The name of the book is Les Miserables. Okay, let's see if it continues another day. And if it does, then I'll stop. Okay, no, I'll keep going. ... His escape and the rescue of the girl and his many adventures afterwards bring out the strength of the man and the love for his adopted daughter. I had no idea that's what this was about. He something at an advanced age. Oh, dies at an advanced... He does have a lot of thoughts. Age. Just at the discovery that he was... Oh, I have a feeling this is about to be really ironic. The benefactor of his adopted daughter's husband. It is truly named Les Miserables. We should publish this. I have never seen it. No, and I'm embarrassed to say that I've never seen it. It's a play, right? Like a musical that you could see in person, right? First. Well, a book then a musical, then a movie. Oh, nice. I feel like now I have to watch it. It's one of those, like, I wish I watched anyways. I remember when it came out. Anne Hathaway's in it, right? Diary entry uncovers that Waterloo mayor was inspired by Lamy. Yep. That's so interesting to see what, like, Ralph gives us nothing. Ralph gives us coordinates of where he is planning a sewer. That is as the extent of his personal life that he shares with us. And he just wrote 1.5 pages of a synopsis of a book that he's been reading, because I guess the book touched him so much. That's amazing. The book hit him hard. All right, well, now let's just read. I'll do the 18th and the 19th, because that's the pages that also have his book summary. And then we'll see. I'm getting pretty hungry. Sewage and Les Mis. He is a simple man. Got up at 7:30. Helped Georgia wash dishes and read till dinner time, which is lunchtime. After dinner. Oh, thank you. I look like Bella Swan. I get that a lot. I used to get a lot more, but I do. I get Bella Swan and Elvis's granddaughter. Kioff. What's her? Or Keo? I always say it wrong. What's her name? Lisa Keo. I don't know. The brunette one. Her. And she kind of looks like it's the facial structure. Just watched Twilight. I just watched a clip of what's his name? I don't know. Tyler something on TikTok. He's really popular. He did like a bunch of videos remaking the Twilight scenes, and it's all him. Like every character is played by him. It's a production. He's really funny. And he also did the mermaid one, H2O. I used to watch that show, so I loved watching that. And he recently just posted something, or I just saw it. I don't know if it's new, but I saw it today where it showed a scene in actual Twilight, like the actual movie, and they're supposed to be like playing soccer in the background, and the people are just standing there in a circle, like kicking the air and not kicking anything. And it's just like, how did we never notice that in the background? They're not even kicking a ball. They're just like dancing around. How was that movie so bad, but so good, but so bad? The acting, oh my God, I remember like watching Kristen Stewart and just being like, the ketchup bottle, she's holding a ketchup bottle weird at some point, and she's like, oh. Yeah, that was funny. I saw that today. I haven't done much scrolling on TikTok lately, but I was this morning, and I saw it. Okay. Read till dinner time. After dinner, helped with dishes and read till about... Wow, he really likes this book. After dinner, helped with dishes and read till about 3. Georgia and I took a short walk. Came back and read till supper time. After supper, wrote some letters, took bath, and went to bed at 10. I'm so hooked on the Century trilogy right now. I read till Addie came on. What's the Century trilogy? I saw one where someone noticed Bella's butt crack. Oh my God. How is that not... How did people not notice that and make that a thing beforehand? Like when people used to make fun of that movie. Oh my God, that's funny. 19th. I gotta look that up now. I've seen a few videos of like funny things people have noticed, but I haven't seen that one. historical fiction takes place about 1910 to 1970. You got to tell me more because I am always looking for. The dude is getting 9.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, and then he's reading the rest of the day. I am always looking for new audiobooks to hold on. I just got an email from Jelena. Are you in here right now? Because hello, if you are. I'm going to read your email after. What was I saying? Oh, I totally lost my train of thought. I was mid-sentence, and then I got sidetracked. Someone tell me what I was saying. Got up at 7:30. Oh, Effie Allard. Oh, yes, thank you. I'm looking for new audiobooks because I listen to them on the way to work. And I'm about to finish one. Well, I've got a few more days left on it. Yes, audiobooks. I just read a couple by Kristen Hanna, who I really liked. I read the Firefly Lane book by her first, and I liked it, but it wasn't, like, my favorite. But I'm glad. Like, I wasn't going to read anything else of hers. It didn't stand out to me as, like, I have to read this author. You know how sometimes they really, like, read all their books. But then I decided I was like looking for what to read, and her books come really highly recommended. So I tried the what's it called? The Four Winds by her. It takes place in the Dust Bowl in the Great Depression. That was really good. So I listened to that one, and then I listened to the Nightingale, which is great. And now I'm waiting on, there's a book called The Women by her that I'm waiting for it to be not on hold anymore. Ooh. Lots happening right now. I am in the works of finding our next diary project, and I think I might have found it. It's super expensive, so I emailed the seller because I need to make sure like it's worth it. But I think I might send it on the Diary Detectives after this. I'll send you guys pictures, and you tell me if you think it's something we should do. It's standing out to me. I don't know. And I think because I have the Diary Detectives, I think I make a little money on that, and I think that I can justify buying it, even though it's like really expensive. But I think it would take about maybe even a year for us to like go through everything. So anyways, I'm getting really sidetracked. Sorry. I've got a lot of things going on my phone right now. Is the book he's obsessed with Les Mis? Yes, it is. Let's find an old copy of it. First edition. Yeah, it is. I think it's exciting. It's like, I won't get too much into it. I'll tell you guys on there. I wonder how much this goes for. Buying like a first edition. He probably didn't read it in French, I would guess, but the book is based on the theater, usually the other way around. Okay, so it was a play first, and then a book, and then a movie? Or wait, are you talking about something else? 5 different families' perspectives from different countries involved in World War. I like that. What is it called again? The Century Trilogy? I'm writing it down. I don't have a piece of paper. I'll write it on my phone. Problem is all the books I want to read too, they're all like on hold for a long time. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you so much. That's why I love that Discord. Okay. Maybe I should pop those books into the little recommendation tab too, because they were good. I think the Diary Detectives would enjoy them. They're good historical fiction. He may have schools were actually functional. Oh, he may have spoken and read French. Schools were actually functional back then. Yeah, possibly. Okay. Took Effie Allard 2IC. That is a train. 12th Street Depot. Came back, ate breakfast, and studied. Writing the same thing twice. And studied and wrote letter till after dinner. Went down to 31st Street twice in afternoon and studied the rest of the time. After supper, Georgia and I played flinch, then went to bed at 10. And then he finished his book. Okay. What should we do? Oh, this is a long one. I'm getting so hungry. What is this? Oh my god. He's writing about the book again. Or maybe a different book. Oh, it's his birthday on January 21st. Let's just do it. We'll read to his birthday. Oh, not 1903. Did I do that last time? Okay. Oh, your birthday too? Oh my god, when we get to it, I'll give you a special little Happy Diary birthday treat. I have a little thing that pops up and says it for you. Got up at 8. Is AI able to transcribe these entries yet? I don't know. I've never tried. I don't really want to. I like doing it myself. Studied all forenoon. And in afternoon till 3, played flinch. That's a card game. Went out with Georgia for a short walk. After supper, played flinch till 9 and went... Have you played it? Babs said flinch is fun. I have a copy. I bought one from eBay because they talked about it so much that I was like, I want my own copy. And this one's actually from 1904, so it's the same age as the diary. Different owners, but yes, they loved flinch. This is what it looks like. I did learn to play it, and then like I forgot by now. So I need to relearn. Oh, hold on. Did my audio just cut out, or are we good? I think we're good. Went to bed after taking a bath. Started to read The Little Minister by J.M. something. I'm just gonna look it up. J.M. Barrie. J.M. Barrie. I don't know that one either. Well, we're gonna find out about it. The story is... Okay, is my audio cutting out? Because I keep getting a little pop-up that's saying my microphone is disconnecting. I don't think it is, though. The story... Okay, thank you. The story is... the story is of a love affair of a young minister in Scotland who falls in love with a gypsy girl, capitalized, but who afterwards turns out to be the ward of a nobleman a distance away. Who intends her for his wife. The story is written by the father of the little minister who in the guise of schoolmaster is in the same town unknown to his son. T. Yep. There's a little drama here. Or wife from whom he separated on the return, oh my god, of his wife's first husband, who is supposed to have been lost at sea. Okay. I have just been typing and have not been following what he's actually saying, so I'm going to have to read it again. The book is quite true to life, but so far I can see has no special lesson except that love is the thing that should guide rather than the opinion of people. Words of wisdom from Ralph. The little minister is in fact... That's so cute. In the something of being... The little minister is in fact on the verge... verge of being stoned out of the town or parish. I don't know if that says stoned, but his bravery, no, but his having a serious accident warms the hearts of the people to him, and on finding that the gypsy girl is not much something, they retain him, is not something, they retain him. All this is kept from the knowledge of his loving mother, Margaret. What? Okay. Let's see. Does he keep going? No. So I'm gonna try to read this again. See if it makes sense. It made sense at the beginning and then I lost it. Okay. The story is of a love affair of a young minister in Scotland who falls in love with the gypsy girl, but who afterwards turns out to be the ward of a nobleman a distance away who intends her for his wife. The story is written by the father of the little minister, who in the guise of a schoolmaster is in the same town unknown to his son or wife, okay, unknown to the minister, or the minister's wife, or the father's wife, from whom he separated on return of the wife's first husband, who is supposed to be lost at sea. The book is quite true to life, but so far I can see has no special lesson except that love is the thing that should guide rather than the opinion of people. The little minister is in fact on the verge of being, I don't know if it is stoned out of town or parish, but his having a serious accident warms the hearts of the people to him, and on finding that the gypsy girl is not much, that's what I think it says. I don't know. What do you think it says? They retain him. Such. Yes. Okay. Yes. Because she's actually the daughter of a nobleman. Or the ward of a nobleman, not the daughter. All this is kept from the knowledge of his loving mother, Margaret. Poor Margaret was left out of all of this info. Okay. So Ralph didn't really love that one. He didn't think it had a good enough lesson to learn. So this is his birthday, though, and happy diary birthday. Gotta go back. Who was it? Who's diary? Babs. Was it Babs? Yeah. Happy diary birthday, Babs. I gotta figure out how to turn it off. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, you share a birthday with Ralph. That's nice. She was not I guess the gypsy girl was not a gypsy girl. She was actually the ward of a nobleman. She was pretending, or I don't know. Something like that. Her identity was not a gypsy girl. Birthday? 23 years old. Today. Oh, Ralph. Got up at 7:30. Studied and read all forenoon. Return of the word forenoon. After dinner, studied. Went downtown about 5 o'clock. After supper, read a while, played flinch, and went to bed at 10. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to modern society. Wonder if anyone still reads that book. The Little Minister. You can buy it on Amazon. It's only $1. Oh no, it said it was $1. It's free on the Kindle. If anyone wants to read, it's a public domain book. It's so old. The Little Minister. Let's read what the synopsis of The Little Minister is. Yeah, the Wikipedia summary or something here. Oh, it's a film they made. Set in rural 1840s Scotland, the film explores labor and class issues while telling the story of Gavin Dishart, a staid cleric who is newly assigned to the Thrums Alt Licht Church, and Babby, a member of nobility who disguises herself as a gypsy girl in order to interact freely with the local villagers and protect them from her betrothed, Lord Rintoul, who wants to keep them under his control. The townsfolk christen Dishart the Little Minister on his arrival because of his youth and his short stature. Initially, the conservative Dishart is appalled by the feisty girl, but soon he comes to appreciate her inner goodness. Their romantic liaison, oh my god, I can't speak. Their romantic liaison scandalizes the townspeople, and the minister's position is jeopardized until, wow, I'm like just dying right here, until Dishart's heroism stuns and transforms the hearts of local villagers. Okay. Katharine Hepburn? Babby. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, Ralph didn't write that one. I will only read books on Ralph's recommendation now. Yes. The Ralph Book Club. Is he reading like multiple books at once, I wonder? He then mentions another book. Oh no, he finished The Little Minister the next day. He read a book in 2 days. He's really into reading. Just a run-on sentence like his, I know. And I'm just like struggling so hard on here. So it was a classic girl from the wrong side of the track story. Well, yeah, I guess she didn't want to, she was too noble. She didn't want to, like, I don't know. A man of leisure. Yeah, he's not working right now, so I guess he has a lot of time on his hands. He's probably trying to feel better about everything, because he was really depressed. In the 1903 diary, right before he got married to Georgia, he lost his job, and he was, like, really... Because Ralph doesn't give us much, usually. as far as like feelings. And he was saying he had the blues every day, and like so we knew that that's really bad for if Ralph is writing about it, you know. He fell in love because she was a gypsy, but found out she wasn't actually such. Yeah, he kind of explained a little bit. He technically, I don't think, got fired. He resigned, but he was going to be fired if he didn't resign. And it's because his students, it seemed like they were complaining about him a lot. He was a new grad, and he just jumped into being an assistant professor in engineering. Obviously, he's a very smart guy, and maybe he didn't know yet how to, like, communicate. He was also 22 years old, teaching other students who are, like, the same age as him. So I think they weren't really being respectful of his teaching. And they complained about his grading or his tests or something. And so that's why. If you think about it, they didn't have all the entertainment and distractions that we have now. I know. But it's funny that he does say he read a lot. Like, he does frequently say, oh, I read after supper. But he never told us, like, what he read until now. Hold on, Ian just texted me. Oh. Ian's at trivia right now. He said picture round 1. And he said help. But I didn't see it in time. What is it? Oh, you know what, though? We can play. I don't know what the... Whom do you serve? Identify the boss. Let's see if he's still doing it. Identify the boss based on the picture of their employee / henchman / sidekick, etc. I don't know if this is going to show up enough. Anyone recognize who that is? Identify the boss. Who's he a henchman for? Is that Star Wars? Looks like a lightsaber. Oh, he already submitted. Sorry. We would definitely could have helped him. I don't know that one. From Lucifer? Okay. Okay, he said you can still participate. Hasn't been graded. 1. Lucifer. I'll pretend that he'll think I'm like coming up with all these. Oh, henchman for Palpatine. Darth. Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I already said. Now, what's this one? Who's his boss? First one is Star Wars. And he works for Darth Vader. Oh, Emperor Palpatine. You were right. Maria was right. Nice. Okay, number 2. Bane. I wonder if he's going to think that I'm like, just that I know these. Because I don't. Oh, it is Bane. But you don't know who his boss is. Okay, well, I got that wrong. Anyways, number 3, as hand to what king? I know this one. King Robert. Baratheon. And let's see, this one. He looks familiar. I don't know who that is, though. Who's that? I hate that it's like giving. There we go. I got it. Good one, Carly. Who is this guy? Is that from Harry Potter? Is that why he looks familiar? Or the Joker? Wormtongue? That sounds so specific that you have to be right. Is it Wormtongue or is it his boss's Wormtongue? He's from Lord of the Rings. Who's his boss? Sauron. Okay, and then we have name his immediate superior officer. Is it Star Trek? I love that this is just completely taken a turn for we're not doing diary anymore. Picard. Is that Picard or is his boss Picard? I don't know. Kirk. Jean-Luc. I don't even watch these. I haven't seen this. Ian's just had a trivia thing right now, so he sent us what the questions were, but we're not cheating because he already submitted it anyway. Picard. And then I know this one, but who is he assistant to? Michael Scott. And, oh, I don't know this one. Is this The Devil Wears Prada? I've never seen it, so I don't know. He's the assistant to the assistant of the regional manager. I don't know that one. I don't know the next one either. Oh god, there's so many. Oh, there's 10. So there's anyone know that one? Number 7. Okay, well number 8 is this. That doesn't even look familiar to me, so I don't know. And number 9 is that Uncle Fester? No. Is it? I don't know. And then there's 10. She was the White House communications director to which president? Oh, it's Frankenstein. Okay. Miranda Priestley. Okay. Miranda. 7. Miranda Priestley. 8. Anyone know 8? I'm just gonna say I don't know. And that way he'll think that I actually know these. 9 is Frankenstein. And 10. Anyone know this one? This is the last one. The Mummy. This is, technically she was the White House communication director for what president? And then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. I might actually log off after this, but. West Wing. Okay, if it's from West Wing, who's the president in West Wing? Independence Day movie. I wonder how Ian did. I should ask. How did you guys do? All right, well, I'll be on next Thursday. I think I'm just going to... Oh, thanks, Devin. Happy to have you here, too. Hopefully you didn't just come in because I'm about to log off. But I do come on every Thursday at 6 p.m., so I'll be back here next Thursday. We'll keep reading through Ralph's diary. This was a good one. Yeah, definitely. If you are on Discord, I send notifications there when I go live, because I have no control over sending the TikTok ones. But if you want to sign up for notifications on TikTok, sometimes they work. You go to my page and click on where it says live event today, and then it will show multiple live events, and you just like sign up for the second one. So I'll be here next Thursday. Hopefully we'll read a few more entries. We only read a few today, but we did have some fun finding the places that Ralph went to. So how many did you get right? Let's see. We will find out. Ian said he doesn't know yet how they did. Oh, maybe he only knew Emperor Palpatine himself. He doesn't know the answers yet. Yeah, Ralph is only 23 in this diary. with this portion of the diary. Let's see. When do you find out? I'm going to see if it's worth waiting. The people on my live helped me and want to know how they did. That was a fun little way to end it. It's always hard just to stop abruptly, so it does help to have a little buffer. Oh, thanks, Bryn. Hope to see you next week. And I hope you have a good night, too. Ian read it. I'm waiting for him to answer me, and then I'm making my decision if I'm staying or going. Thanks, Pamela. I know a few of them were right. The ones that I know. Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, this one, like, we really got to sleuth. Doesn't happen as much anymore. Should you stay or should I go? Yeah. Should I stay or should I go now? Oh, he's typing. Will be like 10 minutes or less. All right. I'll read one more. 10 minutes or less, he thinks. I don't know. I feel bad. Now some people left thinking I was logging off. I'll just read like one or two more entries till he answers. Okay. Got up at 7:30. Studied all forenoon and wrote a few letters. Read a while and played Flinch, went downtown. After supper, played Flinch. Another 9.5 hour slumber. Yeah, I haven't been like keeping track of when he goes to bed and when he wakes up. He used to go to bed a lot later. After supper, played Flinch, took a bath, and went to bed at 10. Finished the Little Minister and commenced. What does that say? Something by Charles Pigeon. Blown, bleh, blow, something, blow. Blenner, what does that mean? Blenner Bassett. Blenner Hassett? Blenner Hassett. It is. What is that? A place, maybe? Blenner Hassett or the Decrees of Fate. Or maybe it's a translation. What's it about? Huh. Oh, he lived in Massachusetts. I was gonna say, that sounds like a town like Blennerhassett, Cohasset. That's funny. Ralph has good taste, yep. Okay, Ian said, here we go. And then someone said their birthday is going to be next reading. So definitely come here next week and I'll give you a special diary birthday thingy. He'll probably give us a synopsis. Okay, number 1 was Palpatine. Good job, Maria. 2, Miranda Tate. What? Was that in the wrong order? Miranda was anyways, okay, he's still going. 3 was Brothra. We didn't get that one. 4 was Sauron. We got that. No, he's wrong. 3. Oh, Michael Scoot. I think he's like typing voice recognition or something. This is out of order. He missed 7. I'm just gonna wait till they're all in and then I'll figure it out. Thomas Whittard. Oh, they announced the answers and he was trying to type them really fast. Okay. So number 1 was Emperor Palpatine. Number 2, it says Miranda Tate. Maybe it's just what it sounds like. I don't know. Good old Michael Scoot. Number 3 was Baratheon. He just doesn't know what that is, so he wrote Baratheon. That's correct. Number 4 was Sauron, which was correct. 5, Picard was correct. You guys got it. 6, Michael Scott. 8, the Pharaoh. Okay, so that one that we didn't recognize, this one, was the Pharaoh. Frankenstein, correct. Thomas Whittard was 10. That was who was the president. And then, it was the Mummy. Then he said 3, I don't know, it was fast, something with a B. Oh, Baratheon. Yeah, Baratheon. Okay. But I guess he didn't figure out what 7 was. 7 was Miranda. I don't know. Anyways, no, I kept going because I was waiting for Ian to answer if we were correct about the trivia. But now we pretty much got all of them. So I'm just gonna finish this and then I just have to write Blenner. Is that what it was? Blenner Hassett? Mm-hmm. By Charles Pigeon. Okay. So, I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna go eat. Good job on trivia. Next week, maybe I'll pay closer attention to my phone so that we can actually help him with trivia. But that's kind of cheating, right? So, he keeps asking me to go, and I'm like, well, sorry. Actually, Thursdays are my live stream day, so I couldn't just change it on you guys. Maybe over the summer I'll change the day so we can go to trivia, but right now we're keeping Thursday. All right, so if you guys want to be here, make sure you mark it on your calendar or sign up for the event on TikTok, or you can join my Discord. I send notifications there before I go live, and that's that. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you have a great week. And we'll